Breaking news out of Louisiana, where the governor of that state has just announced the opening of 2 more floodgates to relieve rising waters. The Army Corps of Engineers have now opened 11 floodgates, sacrificing homes and businesses in rural towns along the spillway to prevent a catastrophic deluge in Baton Rouge and New Orleans. 25,000 people could be left homeless as a result of this move, and 13,000 businesses could be destroyed, and 3 million acres of land could be underwater to up to 25 feet of water is what they're expecting. And in 8 at-risk parishes, residents have packed whatever they can and fled following a mandatory evacuation.
The hardest part is moving out and then just trying to settle back in a new place while this one's flooded.
We're the outcast. We're the black sheep. I mean, what are we?
Just try to take what I can, what I can. It's not easy.
The Weather Channel's Mike Seidel is live in Morgan City, Louisiana, and it's so hard to hear from those people who are losing or could lose everything, Mike. But we know now another move by the Army Corps of Engineers. They're opening 2 more of those, what they call bays or floodgates.
Yeah, good afternoon, Tamara. And actually, we're here in Stevensville, Louisiana, and they have opened 2 more gates. That's 11 out of 125. They're saying they're going to open about 20% of them. So they would, with that kind of math, would open up 14 more up to 25. What that's doing is diverting that huge record flow down the Mississippi into the Atchafalaya River Basin, where we are in the southern end. Meanwhile, that cuts down on the stress on the levees in Baton Rouge and New Orleans, and that's the bottom line. Those folks up there on the floodplain, though, in the Atchafalaya River Basin, as you mentioned, will probably deal with some substantial water damage. This is the Mellon Canal. This is probably going to start rising. We think some of that water will start trickling down here through the Atchafalaya River and down here sometime tomorrow and tomorrow night. And if 1973 is any reference of how high the water will go, that was the record. Now, back then, the Atchafalaya River crested in Morgan City at 10.5 feet. This year, it's expected to crest in 9 days at 11 feet, so 6 inches higher. The water did get across the road, and you can see what they've done over here, Tamara, and they've put sandbags around this building, and this is what you see on every building in this community. Wow. Every house, every structure that's not on stilts, about a 3 to 4 foot pile of sandbags wrapped in plastic. And in 1973, the water just about got to the bottom of that door there, and water never actually got in that building. So that's something to be said. If that's the record setter and only goes up 6 more inches, maybe they'll be in pretty good shape here. With that said, no rain in the forecast. We got a beautiful couple of days here, cool, comfortable, and the wind's coming out of the north, so that's blowing any water that's in these bodies of water out towards the Gulf of Mexico. But the bottom line is a slow process getting the water to come up in here, unfortunately, and some of these rivers will be in flood stage like New Orleans. The Mississippi there will be in flood stage for at least another 2 weeks.
All right.
Back to you.
Thank you, Mike Seidel, live for us in Stevensville, Louisiana. Thank you, Mike.